Omedita, and congratulations. You're here for another Gungeon run, starring me, Rufus McKeon. Rufus McKeon. Whoops, well, not going to be using that. Hopefully we don't get a fused chest in the first room here. Yeah, that's a dumb way to start. Using an active item when you don't need it. And it's not a good portent for the run. However, I think we will... I was gonna say I think we'll overcome that, considering the character we have and his strengths, but then I got shot in the middle of saying that. The middle of almost saying that. And it destroyed the water. Oh, Lord, that sucked. It takes more than one clip. Okay, it's only one clip and one bullet for him. I'm gonna use it again, though. We're gonna go this way, but we're not gonna go into the item room because of the need for potential fuse stuff. We might as well be prepared when we get to the item room in case there is a fuse. I know we have no curse as of yet, but that's... I mean, you could start this game and for the... You know, it'd be your very first time playing, and you can walk to a chest and it explodes. Well, after you went through the tutorial, I think. Let's just do it. Yeah. I was gonna wait again until we had a charge, but I was like, it's actually more likely that we'll run into a boss that we wouldn't immediately use that on than one that we would. You wouldn't use it right away on the Gallon Gullet, this guy. I'm not entirely sure why I didn't use the blank on that first one, but it worked out. The thing about this boss that's a little weird, and I think it took me a long time to figure out, is that you need to keep encircling him, but also you don't want to do it too much because there's some positions where it's really unfortunate if he does certain moves. But you also don't want to just be standing there staring at him when he shoots you in the face with a shotgun blast. The shotgun is the main is the main reason that you go ahead and continue moving with this guy. Alright, we can go check this. It's definitely not gonna have a secret room, but okay. It was fine all along. Dude, my back hurts. I don't know what it is, but I've been sleeping like a damned idiot for some reason. Oh, I love it. Yes. And yeah. Get the key. Well, grab the key. I probably will get the brown chest, but we're gonna, of course, make sure that that's what we want to do. If the other one's black, we'll probably take the black one. If it's anything else, I mean, we'll probably take a red one, but I'd rather go brown than almost any of the other colors at this point. God, I love the first floor. Alright, we're not going to use this automatically because there's, though rare, or though unlikely, there is a chance that we get a, get flint. Probably here. But not. Alright, let's go brown. Please, I don't want to use this. It's one of those things that I feel like I should, though. And then getting a, getting junk is never that much of a problem with this guy. I mean, I'm totally going to use it for a little while. Hopefully I can get in a situation where I don't need to use it for much longer. But early on, it's kind of like stupid to not use something that's the most advantageous situation for this guy. Especially if it's not completely killing your frame rate. And I saw a post on the Gundren subreddit. For some reason, I was just checking the Reddit, not checking anything specific on it. I don't tend to check Reddits or subreddits in general. I tend to just have my homepage that has my selected subreddits on it, and then you know, catch the stuff that's trending on it or whatever. But I'm not complaining about the way that you don't really have full and complete control, that it like this game kind of pushes you on an 8 axis, like, so instead of me pushing slightly up and to the left and it doing exactly that, it's still working as if I'm using the WASD keys. It's not 1,000,000% specific like it very well could be. We'll probably get both of those keys, but we don't need to worry about fuses right now. But I think I love it in this game. I think, like, I can understand. The person was saying, like, this is ruining their experience or whatever, and I think that's, I mean, whatever. People's experience are ruined. I've had my experience in certain things ruined for less than that. But I do think it's silly. I think, and I only think it's silly because I think that this is actually, like, everything's built on a grid in this game. So, to me, it makes perfect sense that the movement is, to a large degree, grid-based. It only makes sense that, I mean, you don't see a lot of curves in this game. You don't see gentle slopes. It's built around, you know, pretty rectilinear walls. The enemy's pixels are even really rectilinear. They just appear like they're moving, but they're really not. And it's a pixel-based game, so having things on a grid makes a lot of sense to me. But, you know, I think it takes one thing to make someone go from a yes to a no, when there's so much that they could be doing otherwise. I remember having a moment with, hey Ninja, how you doing, man? What have you been up to recently? You're actually catching me at a good time. I'm not, not like usual when I'm, like, I feel like I leave pretty, I have bad timing with you. I hate that. I hate, like, things just like, I don't know, falling out of place, wrong time kind of thing. Did you watch, Squatchy streamed a good deal last night. Some Just Cause. We're planning on having, like, a, I don't know, like a 4-person Dark Souls Remastered thing. One of his friends, Kyo, and then the two of us. We're gonna do that later. I want to get some other streaming out of the way before that. We'll probably just set up a multi-stream. Even though I don't know if Kyo's gonna stream, and I don't know if I think Fernando streams with his streams on YouTube, so I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't think we can multi-stream with YouTube streaming. Right? That was my very first thought. I was like, I saw that someone named Fernando was typing in his chat, and I was like, hey, are you named after my cat? And he was like, no, but it is strange because he has a cat named Rupert, that he sometimes, he gives him the nickname of Rufus. Which is fucking weird as shit. Yeah, the what was that show? Sliders, Crossing Paths. All right, anytime we get a freaking piece of armor, man, we got a piece of armor and a key. Two things that are just always in short supply early on with the robot. It's cool. I love things that are about parallel universes. It is crazy how many things are about parallel universes. Just thinking about Sliders and I don't know. Probably one of my favorite books is this book called Anathem by Neil Stephenson. It's way up there. It might not be my favorite, but it's way up there. Alright, so we don't really care for blue guns. So we're gonna... Oh, you sack of shit. This game. But Anthem is really good, and they explain it in a pretty interesting way. Trencher's catch, really? Okay. Yeah. This one doesn't... The Anthem, it doesn't talk so much about quantum theory or whatever, but it's still got some... a really interesting approach to how alternate universes can work without it just being... Can I talk to this guy? Oh, he had a weird outline, like he was communicable. Yo, that was quick. This is going really well. This very well may end up being an Old Crest and Rat run. You know what? I'm definitely going to the, I'm definitely fighting the Old King, but, I do really hope... Oh my god. Give me armor now that I lost it. Nope. Alright. Those are like the perfect designed enemies. I didn't even need it. God damn it. Any enemy that, gives me a reward... but like makes me potentially sacrifice health for it. That's a well-designed enemy. Because I like something that's more than just, hey, this enemy's gonna try to shoot you. Yeah, quantum mechanics seems to be the main approach to it, because I mean it's all about uncertainty and branching paths and the multiple worlds theory multiple worlds. Yeah, theory and similar ideas. This one talks more about like narratives and what they call hem space, which is just basically different stories being told based on or not stories, but like configurations of events, and when those change, how they change, and how they lead to conflicts of narratives. That was actually, I almost got hit a bunch of times there. Yeah, do this the safe way. Man, I do not like being above that move. Yes. No. God, this is such a terrible weapon. Unless I get the star pew. I'm also reading this webcomic right now called He Is a Good Boy, and it is also about the idea of parallel universes by Casey Green, who is probably my favorite comic writer. Oops, wrong gun. Yeah, dude, everything Casey Green does, I mean, is just... It's pretty dark a lot of the time, which is... whatever, that's fine. I don't see a problem in being a little dark occasionally, but... it's crude, it's crass, it's gross, but it's got some real... like, this one he's doing has some real fucking, what's the guy's name? Lovecraft. It's got some real Lovecraftian horror in it. And also some, not just Lovecraft, but who's the other guy? The director who does the really gross, kind of mutation bodies. Oh my god, what's his name? I'll leave that on the floor for now. Cronenberg. That's what I'm thinking of. It's got a very Cronenberg feel. Dude, what the fuck is going on? Me getting hit all of a sudden. The one was a mini boss, so that's acceptable, but it's like standing and watching these guys touch me. And then of course there's Rick and Morty, which really popularized the ideal pretty significantly recently. I think Adventure Time is a series that does alternate timelines really well. Pretty subtly. A lot of keys for a run where I'm totally willing to destroy chess. The show's good. I love so many aspects. Like, Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon are fucking amazing. It's the fandom that's the problem, which I'm beginning to think is very often the actual problem with a lot of things. Like, yo, that's great. The McDonald's shit, the like, they got a female writer on this show, and the fandom, like, the fandom basically harassed the shit out of her just because she's female. And that's fucking insane to me. Like, that makes straight up no sense. I don't like that they're associating like I don't like that they're associating like being intelligent with being a part of a fan of the show. I mean, my fucking... I don't know. I have some friends that are pretty fucking dumb who love the show and understand it because the show's... It's not hard to get. Like, it's not a test of your intellect to understand gross out humor and basic sci-fi tropes. Like, the shit's been done for decades, dudes. Like, it's just concentrated in one place. It's taken a bunch of ideas from everything else and just putting them all in one package. Don't act like it's new. The way it's presented is pretty cool. I think they made some really good decisions early on, which I think Dan Harmon is pretty well known for. Kind of starting with a good base that allows him to go all over the place. Kind of like Abed in Community. That was just rife for, I don't know, allowing things to get meta and kind of speak on the subject of TV as a whole within a TV show, etc., etc. Like, yeah. I just think people, especially people that have a hard time fitting in, finding their niche in the real world, they have this problem of taking other people's creations and assuming that it says something about them to enjoy it. Like, read some actual fucking, I don't know, some literature if you want to prove how intelligent you are. Read some scientific journals. Like, don't go around watching a fucking cartoon and playing make-believe that you're part of some elite group of people. I never really got on the whole Undertale thing. I played it and I think the game is extremely well done. I love the idea of a narrative that extends past one playthrough, and choices matter, and the game changing based on your brutality and stuff like that. But I didn't really get into the whole Undertale Game of the Year, Undertale overrated thing. Damn, it's always munchers. It's always fucking munchers all the time. I don't know, that's kind of the... So I'm reading this book by Clive Barker right now called The Great and Secret Show. And you know what it fucking feels like? It feels like... It feels like it's so up its own ass. Like, in the same way that the Rick and Morty fandom is. Like, it feels so pretentiously written. It's doing this whole Greek tragedy thing, like... I mean, I've never read him. I don't know anything about the guy. So, someone gave me this book, and I'm just like, I'm running out of books to read on my bookshelf. I don't want to... I bought like 4 books in the last month, and I don't feel like going out and buying anything, especially since I don't know what I'm looking for right now. But yeah, I keep, like, I'll read a part and I'm like, man, that was really well written. He's really doing a great job focusing on these characters. I wish he would spend more time focusing on the characters. But then it's just like, and then the sex man fucked the virgin and oh boy, like, and then the gods felt the ocean and they needed to impregnate the 18-year-olds. And I'm like, just fucking, we get it. You're a Greek melodramaticist. Like, we get it. Just write about the characters. He wants to be Aristotle, dude. He wants to be Plato. He wants to be Sophocles. He wants to write the fucking Epic of Gilgamesh. Like, he doesn't want to just write a book about people. He wants to transform the world in every freaking line that he writes, and it's obnoxious. Whoa! How did I not get hit there? However, it's still something to read. You know what I really want on this run? I want double vision. It's been a long time. Alright. Let's use blanks, because we have the freaking, the thing. So of course we should use blanks. Oh, yeah! Oh my god. That's 2 Old King Flawlesses in a row. That feels really good. Yuck. Man. Alright, I'm actually gonna use the Gun Muncher right now. Doodly 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 doo. I prefer it over those 2 pieces of crap. Alright, we got both of the secret rooms. We're gonna go... We're gonna go to the rat. We have the little bomber, so we don't need to worry about blanking the secret room, but we should unlock it before we forget. Dude, this is the worst orbital in the game. Like, I actually usually, if I get hit wielding it, I then get hit again. Which is exactly what you don't want to happen after you've been hit. That's a lot of stuff. Oh wow, not hitting either of these. A lot of ammo very quickly. We don't have the money for her yet, and I also don't fucking trust her. That was such a miss with Center Grace. She shouldn't be able to give you, especially when you have a bunch of items that have synergies, and you're not like trying to force it, she shouldn't be able to give you, for a ridiculous exorbitant amount of money, something that doesn't synergize. Like, that's just... It's just the wrong way to treat that shop. Whoa, that was close. I was like looking over at the map and shit. And shit. You know what's funny? So I went, and this is not me bragging. I hate to talk about it because there's no way to talk about it without sounding like you're bragging. But I went to an Ivy League school. I went to a really, really good college, and I met a lot of smart people. And there were some of the, I don't know, some of the ricks out there. Some of the people who really believed that in order to be intelligent, you had to be an antisocial turd. You couldn't function the same way other people did, or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why you need to be unable to function on a regular basis in order to be intelligent. But there were some people who were like that. It's true. Who just didn't hold normal conversations and, you know. But that wasn't the average. I knew a lot of people who I would classify as actual legitimate geniuses. Like, people who are, you know, producing some of the new technology, who are designing some of the new websites and apps, who are making major changes in the world. And most of them still went to parties and still talked about girls or guys or whatever, still had the same shit going on that everybody else does, and they didn't feel the need to just, like, I don't know, they weren't like demented, dark-minded autists like I assume people think you have to be in order to be a Rick. Like, which is the main frustration that I think I feel with it, is that it's such a forced personality. It's another way of, like, being different. And it's phony. It's phony as shit. That's the main thing, is it's just a way to be included by association. Like, it's like you're not a depressed vampire, you're just putting on goth makeup because that's what you've latched on as cool. You're not a hyper-intelligent person, you're just a wannabe sociopath who needs some way to explain why he doesn't fit in. Like, it's the same thing. Oh no, I'm not ready for the Door Lord. Does he actually float? Yes, he does float. Yep. I will never flawless the sky without just practicing this fight. So, there goes our lead god. Thanks a lot, Door Lord. Hungry bullets are really good. It's this fucking attack that for some reason throws me off. His two different lasers. They have such weird timing. Yeah, I mean, it exactly is. And I think it's true for a lot of different groupings and categorizations like that. Like, it's... I don't know. Oh, shit. It's why, you know, the incel community is growing. It's because people want something to associate with. They can say they're part of this group and the others just don't understand. I mean, I went to a fucking art school. I know what it's like to latch onto whatever weird subculture thing you can in order to try to create an identity out of nothing. Are you kidding? Did I just get icy water, the worst fucking synergy I could get? Well, we're getting rid of the snowballer then. It sucks. Couldn't just give me junk, huh? EtG game. This room's long. It's funny, I had a Dead Journal account because I used it as an actual diary, whereas I used my LiveJournal was like a pre-Facebook way to communicate with people, as far as I understood it. And so Dead Journal was like an actual journal for me without any sense of like needing to share it or anything along those lines. And I look back on it, I was like, man, why did this exist? Did they make this distinction amongst the life? Did they create these two types of people, and then people were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy the product that shows that I'm darker. In spirit, that is. Oh my god, that was ridiculous. Okay. Right, it's weird how people can be branded to and not even realize that they're being branded. Like they're just consumers of a different type. Like, I mean, I am. Of course I'm a fucking consumer. I'm like, you're playing a video game on this fucking computer that has a graphic card, you know, 2 of the top of the line graphics card. I'm playing a fucking indie game on it. I identify with the, like, PC master race community or whatever. We all have our things. But, it's just... Whoa! Where did his attack go? What? The fuck hit me there? There's something weird as hell going on right now. Oh, I see what happened. My hungry bullets ate it. Can you stop poisoning me? I think as long as you're aware that it's like... that it doesn't change your fucking identity. You're not a different person because you use a different product. You're just... the things that you do and the way you behave should determine... Ah, what? The person you are. And they do. It's not the stuff that you buy. And I know this is a fucking discussion essentially from Fight Club, but like... still. It's true. Yo. Whoa, okay. Alright, we're good. Wow. Hungry bullets are fucking amazing. Eee. Yeah, let's just get rid of that phase. I still don't have it down. Whoops. There we go. I did not get hit in the second phase of that fight. That might be the first time without, like... Ugh. Without having some sort of invincibility item. That I didn't get hit in that phase of the fight at all. Come on, do something. Ew, melted rock. Hey, Mauser, cool. We can finally get some curse. We can finally steal some stuff. Whoops, why did I use that then? And we got infinite keys, which of course we did on a run where we have Junkin. It do be like that. Yo, do you use Reddit at all, Ninja? So there's this subreddit called R Nostalgia. And I'm pretty much like done with the subreddit. Because it's basically product placement for a bunch of dead products. Which I just don't get. Like, it's like, hey, you guys remember this fucking toy you could convince your parents to buy in 1994? Yeah, me too. Do you guys remember buying this brand of snack food? Oh yeah, me too. That's the whole thing. That's the whole freaking thing. It's a fucking circle jerk of shit they bought at the grocery store and Saturday morning cartoons and stuff like that. Oh yeah, we're at this so far. Palfuck. Right, I mean, and it like, some of them are like, wow, I thought that was just me. Like, there was one that was like Flintstones McDonald cups or something. And I was like, oh shit, everyone had those? That's crazy. But still, the whole freaking subreddit is literally just products. It feels weird. Like, I have a lot of nostalgia from, like, I don't know, events? Like, from experiences I shared with people, not just... But I guess, you know, you can't share that with people. It's not going to get upvoted. Reddit is weird. Reddit's a weird place that's just... Like, I feel like it's a fucking commercial. But nobody knows what they're selling. This sucks. I don't really have a better situation right now. For weapons and stuff. I get really tired of using this one, but... There we go! Oh, I asked and the game delivered when I get one more cent, of course. I mean, it sure seems that way. Come on. There we go. That guy out of here. But I guess it's just, like, it kind of always reminds me that I don't really have any idea of what Reddit is used for. Like, it's just a Facebook surrogate, right? Like, it's just, we all realized that Facebook was gross, so let's go on Reddit, but Reddit's actually gross and pretty corporate, just a little bit smarter about its subtlety. It's even the stuff that's not like curated by the main mods of Reddit. There's a whole lot of self-curation. I was talking to Squatchy about this not too long ago. The worst part about most social media is the echo chamber effect. Like, I don't have our uncensored news or our conservative or our the Donald on my thing because I fundamentally disagree with the people who post shit there. So I never hear their opinions. I just hear opinions of people who more or less share opinions with me. And so I'm not getting the whole story. I'm getting my opinion repeated back to me to somebody. Fuck a damn shit. God damn. That was such a bad dodge roll. I mean, liberal, conservative, whatever. It's all, we all do it. It's, I don't want to log on and just hear a bunch of people agree with someone who says that, you know, we need to get all the fucking Mexicans out of the country, or we need to own the liberals or whatever. I don't want to see that shit, so I don't prescribe to that. But it is me just kissing my own ass to some degree. Like, it's me making it so that I only hear the people that feel the same way, fundamentally, like, limiting the conversation that I'm aware of. Or people inherently making fun of the people who disagree. Or presenting them in a way that makes them seem like idiots. It's the same shit, just from the perspective of my opinion. And there's another thing that's really terrible about the internet and social media. It's not confirmation bias, that's not the right word for it, but it's something similar, where, like, you can take one story of one person saying something ridiculous and kind of make it seem like that's the opinions of everybody who thinks the same. It's so here's a big example. There was, I think last year, this movement by some people, some members of NAMBLA or something else, to get pedophilia included with the LGBT movement. Oh, motherfucker. And there's very few people that agree with that at all. However, in the hands of a lot of, you know, conservative readers, it was read as an opinion shared by all liberals, basically. And I just remember thinking, like, that's not how everyone feels, but they're using it as a shorthand to kind of, like, overshadow the truth. And so people are gonna continue to feel whatever biases and bigotries they feel, because, hey, if you support gay people, you also support child rapists. Simple as that. Oh yeah, that's the thing. I mean, like, the potential Russian meddling in the 2008 or 2018 election, 2016 election. What the fuck? Couldn't remember. Oh, wait, we can steal. We can easily steal. Okay, so we're gonna buy this, and we're gonna steal the other two things. I'm so glad I remembered that I could steal, because I totally forgot. It's scary, man. Yeah, the Russian collusion meddling election shit. I am certain that there were people making up stories to make the other side look bad on both sides. I am 100% certain that that's the case, because the kind of bullshit that was floating around out there was ridiculous. Like, just straight up bonkers. Didn't make any sense for anybody to feel that way. And you know, there's a little bit of that in everything. And it sucks. Because that little bit is often the only bit that people are getting. Yeah, dude, there's a whole new brand of psychological warfare going on through social media. It's crazy. It's intense. And it's gonna be the thing that shapes the future. Like, the worst part is, like, we're all guilty of it. Not necessarily of the seed planting, but, oh my god, of the, of falling for it at one time or another. Like, I was looking at something, so there's this thing on the subreddit are happy. And I was looking at it as like, something feels really weird about this. It's a picture of a girl holding a bag of Starbursts. And the title was, it looks like they finally took my idea, or something like that. I'm so happy right now, or something like that. And usually our happy is like, hey, I just got over fucking 14 years of chemotherapy, and I beat cancer, and it's just a close-up of a person smiling. So it was a little weird to see something that, on second thought, I realized was a commercial. Somebody working in the advertising department for Starburst was like, yo, how do we sell our fucking candy? Everybody knows that Starburst exists. How do we get people talking about Starburst? And the answer is, put it on Reddit. And I was like, that's super fucked up. Yeah, it is. It feels more malicious than just having a fucking ad that says, like, buy our product, we need you to. Like, we all know that you have to advertise. Once it becomes this, like, hidden thing, that's when I start feeling lied to. I start feeling mentally manipulated. And that's when, like, I'm not gonna buy Starburst. I didn't buy Starburst before, but now I'm just, like, on principle not gonna buy Starburst because that shit sucks. Like, it feels invasive as fuck. Yeah, and it makes me wonder what else has been a commercial that I didn't notice. There was my wife and I, a couple of years ago, were just starting to, like, focus on finances and stuff. And so Jackie was on this thing, and she's like, hey, there's this guy on, like, personal finance, on the personal finance subreddit, that suggests we use this app called Mint. And he's saying that it's, like, turned his life around and stuff. I was like, Jackie, that's a fucking advertisement. That guy works for Mint. I guarantee you. And she's like, no, he's just describing the thing and saying that, like, he's using all these different features on it and it really helps him save. And I was like, yeah, that guy works for Mint. And so she showed me the post, and then I looked at the guy's post history. I just, like, showed it up, and every single thing he posted about was about the Mint app. It was like a 14-day-old account with, like, 6 posts about how Mint is turning his life around. And I was just like, yeah, baby, you gotta, like, I mean, Mint might be great. It honestly might be great. And all pink Starburst might be the most delicious fucking snack a person can have. But I'm not gonna do it if I feel mentally manipulated. Oh yeah, of course. That's what Gallo Boob did. He basically created an account, built up the world's greatest amount of karma, and then uses it to fucking advertise for his friends and their products. Like, whoa, no, I don't want to mimic Gun right now. Shit. Magnet gun is canceling my Hungry Hungry Hippo shots, and I have to use it on the fucking boss. Dude, that's horseshit. Turning all these bullets into jam bullets. I mean, it doesn't matter. I am still the robot, but still. Eee. There we go. Fuck. Whew, I really hated getting that in the middle of there. Or at the start of this fight. But the fact that the good accounts hide it better is equally, if not more scary to me. Smarter for them. Better to be able, you know, have a softer touch. But, yeah, it's terrifying to think that they're probably, I don't know, on some of the game sites, I think there's probably plants from the publishers, and they're talking about this great new game. It's like, I really appreciate the ones that are like, hey, I spent years making this game, this is a shameless plug for this product that I spent all this time on, because I'm like, yeah, man, good work, good on you. I will support you because I know you don't have the budget to fucking advertise, so you're just getting on Reddit to hope that one person downloads the game because of your post. That's fine. Right, the best spy of all time is not someone who everybody knows their fucking name and face. I've never understood James Bond. James Bond walks into a fucking casino, says, "Hi, it's me, James Bond," and everyone goes, "The greatest spy!" Like, I just don't, what? I don't get it. That's not what a spy is. A spy looks like a person that walks down your street every day and you never fucking notice them. That's the greatest spy. There's someone you worked with for 10 years that you didn't really learn anything about their life, and it turns out that they're working for the KGB. Like, they live in an unassuming home and look like a 5 to 6 out of 10. They don't look like a fucking 10, and everyone knows every detail about everything they do. How is that a spy? Rihanna, the greatest spy. Like, everybody knows everything you do. There's not much room left for spying. Beyonce and Jay-Z, the two greatest spies of all time. No one knows what they're doing. I mean, neither of their names are... None of them are actually using their real name, Rihanna or Jay-Z or Beyonce. But, well, I think Beyonce might actually be a real name. I don't know. I really actually have no fucking idea what Beyonce's name is. Whoa, that was close. Those are some either lucky orbital blocks or lucky Hungry Hungry Hippo shots there. Also, hey Lost Boy, how you doing? Oh, there, yeah, I've seen the concept that, like, James Bond is multiple people. Even when they look the same. Like, all of Pierce Brosnan's James Bonds are different people in each movie. It's still, why would you fucking call yourself James Bond? You don't want people to know that you work for the government. Don't go around telling everyone that you fucking run into that your name is James Bond. Seems simple enough. Seems like the first step of espionage. Don't tell the whole fucking world who you are. Aw, man, I'm sorry to hear that. You got something else lined up? Or are you taking a little free period? I'm sorry to hear that. What were you doing before? Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. You're getting some stuff self-published through Amazon, which... Oh my god, it's Unity! We just gained so much strength. But that's cool. Yeah, focus on that and make 2000 the year of the word for you. 2019, not 2000. Weren't you saying though, like you have to get a certain number of pages or something? The best way to maximize your income, like a 60-page thing, and you need to work on your typing speed. Or your writing speed. Either way. Man, customer insurance for an insurance company. That seems... nice. Well, congratulations on that, dude. Customer service for an insurance company sounds fucking rough. Like, I'm not saying, like... I know it sucks to lose a job no matter what the job is. But dude, you're gonna find something better, even if it's just customer insurance for a different insurance agency, or not a place where people are going because their husband got into a car accident and you're denying their fucking claims or whatever. We've all seen The Incredibles 1. I know how rough that must be. Yo, okay, I'm not allowed. I've made up my mind. I'm not allowed to talk about the medical insurance industry anymore because it makes me too fucking angry, which is probably raising my blood pressure, which will send me straight to the hospital. But yeah, get out of there. Get away from those guys. Yeah. Oh, I know. My wife has a lot of, she has, like, ulcerative colitis and stuff, and we've finally gotten to a situation where she's not getting dicked over anytime she needs, you know, the stuff she's paying for every month. Stuff we're paying for every month. I've had way too many fucking rants about the universal healthcare and the sham that is it not being standard, but oh my god, when those guys are hungry bullets, they continually block bullets. They're just shields. That's amazing. This is an incredible synergy. Oh my god. Oh my god, don't miss the shots. What? Oh, fuck, I did not mean to blank there. Okay. Well. That was stupid. That was also stupid. I guess it's time to just finish this without worrying about not getting hit. Yeah. Dude, that thing with the, with Hungry Bullets and the... whatever those guys are called. Something Ashes. Gunslinger's Ashes. That's the kind of non-synergy synergy I want to see more of. Unofficial synergy, I guess is a better way to say it. Oh my god, I suck ass. Well, this wasn't a great run for Junkin because I managed to get freaky. Managed to get a free key situation. But, this is a good run nonetheless. I managed to screw up a couple bosses and I screwed up the Lich pretty badly in terms of flawlessing, but that's going to give us 96 Windows 95 no more. Oh, wait. Gotta press this. I forgot I reset my computer. Ninja, were you saying you played a little bit of Monster Hunter? Because I think I'm gonna hop in. Oh, dang. Are you playing Monster Hunter World at all?